Hello and welcome back to the raw riding videos of this little supercross compound that I am making. So last time I just did 2-3 laps around this little supercross before it got textured, but I now had someone texture it for me. They offered to texture it for me, which was very awesome, so you can kind of see where you're going. So I will do one quick lap around here. My controller disconnected, so that was nice. So just one more lap around this supercross track, since it has these nice textures. Then I'm going to go over and show you the hybrid that I've been working on. So about 3 days into this compound, it features a terrible AX track, which is just terrible. This track, which needs a lot of things touched up, like this whole section. These ruts right here, none of it's super flowy in this area. Other than that, I kind of like what I have, but I haven't really been playing it because hybrid hillside track is a lot funner. So that's pretty much the end of the lap. You guys have seen the rest, so if you watch the other video, and if not, I guess you can or you don't have to, it doesn't really matter. So the hybrid, if you played Sim and played a track called the Block Pound, this might look a little bit like you've seen it before, because that's what my general layout went off of, but it's very loose. It's a very, very loose replica. I wouldn't even really call it a replica. It was more that I just took inspiration from the Block Pound, which was made by Checkers. But about sometime last year, I messaged him and got his permission to make a track, to duplicate that track. But at the time, I was thinking of maybe paying someone else to make it, but then that never happened. And since, I'm trying to make a little track here, I thought I'd try it. So this is the supercross part. Apologies for my lack of skill. I've been track making more than I've been playing. Pretty straightforward rhythm section right there. Really nothing too crazy. I'm not going to try to blabble on the whole time and just talk, but I tried to make a few different option lanes in this track, as well as a lot of different berm, ruts, and just stuff in general for you to do, so it's not a super one-lined. This definitely is the heaviest part that I took inspiration from Checkers track on right there. How it has the dip and the step-on section to it. But I am riding on a 450. I haven't tested this track on a 250, but I don't think there should be anything that would be at all not doable on a 250. This is all in beta testing pretty much, so everything's going to be changed. I know this is definitely going to be changed. I mean, I definitely have to update it because I made new ruts that I like more than the 4 big ones that I used on that one. And the size of the rollers that you land on will probably be changed as well. You really have to watch your speed going over that step-down jump that I just crashed on, or you will pretty much do exactly what I just did. So I'll just try one more quick lap. I've never even hit this inside berm, I'm not gonna lie. That was probably the worst attempt at hitting an inside rut I've seen in my life. But I'll try to do some of the other option lanes that berm needs widened out, so we're doing some top tier beta testing right now. So I'm not super sure what I'm gonna really do with this compound yet, but thinking it's just gonna be a compound that's mainly related or based off of Supercross. Like that's what it's gonna be, have most of, but then have this hybrid and maybe one small MX track as well. Don't know, I did not give it more gas. So yeah, I'm not super sure what I'm doing. I'm just kind of making tracks as I want to make them, and if it all turns out to be fun, I guess, you know, I might put them in a track, learn to make timing gates and all that lovely stuff. Came up short. Frame case the crap out of that. Well, that was 2 laps around the forest hybrid motocross hillside. I don't really know what to call it. Just a track. Yeah, so I thought I'd just kind of share my progress as I go, since I'm pretty excited about how it's coming along, for this being my 3rd or 4th day of seriously trying to make tracks. This was all done in Photoshop using just making a height map. So the hill couldn't be super big. This was pretty much as big as I could have it and still put jumps that work on top of the hill. I'm really happy with how it all came together. I did not know if it was going to work. Just working only in Photoshop, not working using L3DT or Leveler, but yeah, it works. It's rideable. There's definitely things that need to be changed, but I think this is a pretty solid base to go off of. And yeah, the whole track doesn't have a texture yet. Logan was so kind to make me the texture that we're on right now, but I since then changed a bunch of stuff, so I just kind of deleted his texture and right here, and so it's probably not the prettiest track you've ever seen in your life, but it is a track. So, well, that's about it of the raw video preview.